Hello, Fun Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Gold Crest Valley. And since last episode, I went ahead and finished up making all the silage bales there. We got those done, down to $55,000 because you look over on the other side of the field there. I went ahead and purchased that trailer I was talking about. And we did purchase the trailer, by the way, not leasing that one. So, for starters, let's start harvesting here. I'm actually going to head over to the other combine here first. Get it fired up, and we're just going to hire a worker here. And we're going to set up a little cheatish Courseplay unloading course here. I don't know if the combine will need unload. Probably actually will not need unloading with this field, I don't think. But just in case it does, we're just going to open up Courseplay, put it to unload mode, start, stop, drive. Very complicated. So for those of you who think you can't use Courseplay, there you go. Start, stop, drive. That sounds like something, yeah, anyway. Should be good to go here. Like I said, I don't know if you'll actually need any unloading or not, but we'll see once. And we'll head over to the other combine here. And we'll probably need some unloading with this combine. So let's get the tractor set up here. Might do the same thing with this field. These are relatively small fields on this map, so I don't know if there's much sense in really taking the time to actually straighten full-fledged unload courses for this field. We'll just try this here again, see how it goes. Start, stop, drive. You could save it if you wanted to, but I don't think there's a sense in doing that. Uh-oh, what did I break? Like we broke something, folks. Oh, yeah, okay. That didn't take long, did it? Okay, and we're back, and we're going to try this here again. Start, stop. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. Cross your fingers. Oh, wait, I know why. Wrong mode. There we go. That might have been the problem last time, too, maybe. This is the developer version of Courseplay, so obviously there's going to be some bugs in it, and that's probably what we ran across there. Okay, let's start harvesting here, get the GPS set up. And the combine fired up. And this is the Case 7130 axial flow that we are leasing at the moment. And the other combine is the Massey Ferguson. You can probably actually see that up on the top of the screen there by the silos. It is going back and forth. And this is, of course, corn here, so we should fill up relatively quickly with the corn. Corn is a high-yielding crop, whereas the soybeans are definitely a lower yield. But even with the high yield here, I don't think we'll fill up the trailer there, so that's why I'm saying I'm not going to bother, at least at this point, creating a full-fledged unload course with Courseplay. Normally with an unload course like that, you would actually drive to the spot where you want Courseplay to unload. So for the silos, for example, up by the main farm or sell point. And of course, with this being the leased combine, we do want to keep the hours to a minimum on it. Now, I believe when the game says hour, that does refer to 1 real hour. It seems like even if you have the time set fast in the game, say 5x or even 120x, it doesn't actually affect your operating hours. Therefore, it shouldn't affect your lease costs. It actually is a real hour, it seems like. And obviously, once we get enough money, we won't be leasing our equipment. We'll definitely be buying the larger combines. But until we get to that point, we'll just lease the smaller combines here. And like I said, I haven't done any numbers with it, but I'm assuming short term this will probably be a little more cost effective. Okay, once we reach 50% here, Courseplay should be coming to unload us. We are pretty close to that. One thing we may want to change, Courseplay is probably set to unload only when it's on or over, the pipe is over over harvested crops. So yep, there you can see him coming there when we hit 50%. We want to probably turn pathfinding off on the tractor here. Pathfinding deactivated. That simply means with Courseplay, even if the pipe is over crop, so if the pipe was on this side, with pathfinding activated, Courseplay will not come unload you. But with pathfinding deactivated, Courseplay doesn't care where the pipe is, it'll just come unload you. Which is generally the setting I leave it to. Might seem a little more unrealistic, and in a field like this, it probably doesn't matter. But you get some of the bigger fields where you fill up even before you get to the end and turn around, so Courseplay can unload you. Coursplay's going to drive over the crop anyway then, so might as well have it do it at 50% as opposed to 100%. Oh, that might be a bad thing that he just did there. Probably will be. If Courseplay drives off the field, it will no longer be able to detect the combine. And yeah, being smaller fields like this, that is going to be a problem. Goes back again to why I'm saying I'm not taking the time to create Courseplay courses for it. Now, when we get to field 20, we'll probably take the time to do that field. Maybe even like 22 there. That's a little bit bigger field. Might do one for that field. Oh, we're spinning our tires. Let's turn four-wheel drive on here. Ooh, still. Oh, there we go. I don't typically use my vehicles with four-wheel drive on unless we need to. Typically tend to reserve that for when we are actually stuck. Kind of one of those things, if you turn all your four-wheel drive and diff locks on and you get stuck, you're going to be stuck. However, if you get stuck and you don't have those on, you probably have a little bit better chance of getting out. And like I said, I don't think Courseplay is going to come unload us. We are just about at 50%. There's 50%. I don't know why the texture, if you look at this combine from a distance here, the 7130 and the axial flow there just underneath the case logo, basically can't even read that. It is so blurry. Zoom in though, then it looks perfectly fine, so I don't know what's up with that. You get out about this distance. Something with the textures don't quite look right. Get up nice and close though, it looks nice and sharp. Now maybe it's just the glare on the combine possibly? I don't know. And again, this is one of my favorite uses for Courseplay right here. I get to do the harvesting, and Courseplay gets to do the unloading work. And we just about actually have this field done already. I'm assuming the Massey Ferguson, yes, yeah, I can see him. He just went past the silo there, so he's still going yet. Oh, and are we going to fill up before we get to the end here? The end of the field, that is, not necessarily the end of this row. I might have to get Courseplay back on the field here. And he should... Oh, there he goes. Should be coming to unload us here. Might just wait a moment here. The Joskin here, I believe that is the largest hitched, that, at least that style hitch anyway, tipper. I believe if you go the next size up for tippers, then you get to the dolly, the trailers that will require dollies, basically. And Courseplay will unload on the go, by the way. The reason I'm not unloading on the go, I don't want Courseplay running back off the field again. More than likely that's what he'll do if I do continue to unload while moving. Oh, is he going to drive off the field again? Yep. Oh well. We shouldn't need to be unloaded again here. We just about have this field done. That didn't take too long. Okay, what did I do to my GPS? Looking down at the comments here. Okay, there we go. GPS locked in this time. Young was asking, does fertilizing grass actually give you more yield? I thought it didn't. I have not done any numbers on that, so I cannot answer that question. Supposedly it does, but not sure. Braden was asking, can you get a John Deere combine? A good one? Well, I can get a John Deere combine. The issue, folks, might be a good one. I think I actually do have it in the game here. Maybe I don't. There is a John Deere 9770. Make sure I got it. Yeah, 9770. I must not have it activated in the game here. I know I have it in my mod folder. I have not used it yet. Supposedly it's okay. From what I've seen, it doesn't look like it's great, but it's okay. It doesn't come with any headers to my knowledge either, so you would either have to use the in-game headers or get some sort of modded header. Samuel saying to field 20 in grass one time would be cool, but don't go past one time because you need it for crops. Well, if you see how much money you make off of grass, I don't think you need that field for crops, or you won't want to anyway. I'm fairly certain the grass will pay, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe 5 times more. 5 times more than the crops. Just a wild guess. Maybe it's double, I don't know, but it'll pay significantly more. Now, you could argue it's probably a little bit more work, but obviously we'll probably make more. So anyway, should actually maybe do that. We'll see how much money we make off the soybeans on that field there. One thing you can do if you're tractor's constantly driving off a field like this, you can set them to manual mode. And then you shouldn't have any issue finding the combine. He's kind of like bound to the combine. Okay, we'll just move right on to the next field here. George had some suggestions here. Talk about field 20 on grass. What you need right now is money. That's kind of why I'm talking about field 20 on grass. You may want to consider potato or sugar beet harvesting, contracting sugar beet or potato harvesting. He was saying you have too many small tractors and selection of implements is a bit messed up. I do agree with that one. We do want to upgrade some of our equipment here, hopefully after the next time around. His suggestion, just get 3 tractors, a tier 1 tractor, a tier 2 tractor, and a tier 3 tractor. So tier 1, that'd be like our case, our small case tractor that we have. Tier 3, I think the New Holland is a tier 3 there. Could be wrong on that. Let's see, tier 2, probably the Fendt. I think the Fendt we have is probably considered tier 2. Obviously you have quite a few be tier 1 tractors. However, when we get working, you know, if we're doing grass, I actually got, what, four tractors going at a time there pretty much. You know, 1 mowing, 1 raking, 1 baling. No, it'd be 5. 1 wrapping, and then 1 picking up the bales. I guess technically it'd say 4, because typically I'm switching between the wrapper and the picker. The bale tractor that picks up the bales. You also left a comment, leasing the harvester might seem like a good idea at first, but the cost hour means you can only use it for 18 hours, and then it'll cost you more than what you bought it for. And 18 hours is not a lot for the combines. True, but like I was saying when we started the episode here, I don't plan on using these from probably more than 2 harvests. The Massey Ferguson, in fact, I'm probably going to turn that in after we're done harvesting here. We'll see how much money we get from all our crops here. And I'm going to upset Courseplay here by turning it around. Courseplay's like, what in the world is he doing? I can't get lined up with this. Oh, you might be able to here. I really need to update my version of Courseplay. There's probably a lot of updates to it already. Like I mentioned with the developer version of Courseplay, especially when they're first working on it, there's probably almost like daily updates to Courseplay. So I'm currently on version .00014. So yeah, definitely need to get that updated. Could probably actually just continue going right across the field here if I wanted to. Samuel was saying I should get more fields. I agree, some more larger fields would be nice. Maybe like 26 across the road here, that'd be a good field to get. Yeah, we'll probably look at that next. Maybe like field 26 there. Which reminds me, I should probably do some more missions again. Haven't done much in the way of missions here the last couple of times. Pretty much just been, you know, doing our own work here. Oh, Massey Ferguson must be done, I'm assuming. Well, in that case, I think what we'll do Line up the GPS here. Hit the H button. And let's go harvest some soybeans. I believe we need to go to field 12 next for that then. And let's see what's here. Fieldwork wise, what do we have? Nothing that needs to be plowed yet. Excellent. And we can shut those beacons off there. Okay, so what do we got? 6.1 hours on this combine. Actually quite a few, considering a little bit we've done with it. So it's probably harvested, and I know we just got rid of the case combine. It's probably harvested, yeah, probably all the fields except for 20 that we own. Or pretty much just bought field 20. Overload was saying, a random thing, if you put the pipe out on the combine over a silo drop-off point, it will empty directly into the silo. So, good little bit of information there. I don't believe that worked back in Farming Simulator 15, so apparently they've changed that here in 17. So if you drive your combine with the pipe out, for example, over the silos on the other side of the barn there, we should be able to actually empty directly into it. Not something I've tried. Like I said, I don't believe it worked in 15 or previous versions of Farming Simulator that I know of. Jazirkib, probably not saying your name right. I was saying, pity this map has not been, talking about Oklahoma here, pity the Oklahoma map has not been converted for 2017 yet. Seems like I get quite a few comments from people asking if the Oklahoma map has been converted yet. There is an Oklahoma City, I think it's Oklahoma City or something like that, that is currently out. That is not the Oklahoma map. It's just a remake on, I believe it's Gold Crest here, or either that's Sosnovka. It's a remake on one of the in-game maps. But like I keep saying, I'm sure Oklahoma will come out at some point. And when it does, hopefully we'll get that up on the multiplayer servers. Tim was saying that would be correct with Follow Me. If you turn on your beacons, the Follow Me tractor will as well. Matthew's Farmer was saying nice and foggy on the map. Yes, it was last episode. Okay, I'm just going to hire the combine here for a moment. Or at least hopefully a moment anyway. Do I have him attached already? Doesn't look like it. Let's get our new tractor here. Well, least new tractor, that is. Probably actually not a wise idea using the lease tractor, but I will use them anyway. Oh, GPS opens at 45. Okay. a little bit more here. And we'll take back over for the hired worker here. And looking up at the inspect mod, looks like the Case Combine is still working yet. I see at least a moment ago anyway, he was moving. Oh, there he is. He's moving again. Probably turning around at the end of the field, I'm assuming. Marky Moo was saying you could get the repair mod that will reduce the maintenance cost. That is true, and we did have the repair mod at one time. I don't recall again why we got rid of it. I know we had it on the multiplayer servers. I forget if we maybe thought it was a little bit too cheatish, because I don't think it cost any money to repair your vehicles, or if there was something wrong with it. I don't recall again, but I know we got rid of it. Garrett was asking, will you make a video on Courseplay? Like I said in the past, yes, I will make some videos on Courseplay. In fact, you just seen one here when you started the episode, pretty much. Wasn't much of a Courseplay tutorial, but, you know, start, stop, and drive the course, and you're pretty much done there. Or just a little simple unload course. But I do plan on making some more detailed videos at some point here. Benjamin was asking about the dedicated servers. Is that only for PC? Not sure on that. I'm assuming yes. The dedicated servers are only a PC option. But, someone you can correct me if I'm wrong on that. And once we get done with this field, we'll be on to field 20. We'll probably start that there next episode. Debating if I want to get a header for the Case Combine or not. Not sure if I'm going to do that. If I do it, I'm thinking maybe buying the extra large header, so that when we buy the larger Combine, we won't have to buy the header, but not sure on that yet. The 7130 is just a little bit small for the 485-foot Draper head. Oh, the T7 is almost full on corn there, 85%. This is probably where if you had actually created an official unload course for Courseplay, it would probably take that corn, unload it in the spot you designated. Whereas right at the moment, it's just going to pretty much just sit there and say, hey, I'm full, can't do nothing. Speaking of full, we're at almost 80% here ourselves, so we're probably going to have to get the trailer over here as well. Not sure if the issue there when we crashed the first time around, if that was because I had multiple tractors going at a time with the developer version of Courseplay here. I believe I read something about there being a bug with that. Or if it's just because I had them on the wrong mode and it really didn't like that. Don't know. Anyway, folks, looking at the time, looks like it's about time to wrap up the episode. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.